Scorpio, welcome so much. Welcome so much. Thank you for being here. Welcome to February 2023. Thank you so much for being you, Scorpio, water babies. Okay, let's get you guys a overall energy for the month. This is going to be a general reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. If you know a Scorpio, if you know what house Scorpio rules in your natal chart, you can check this out to see what's coming up for you in that area of life. Scorpio, what is your overall energy for the month of February 2023? No big deal. Electricity. Damn, son. This is feeling so hot to me, Scorpio. Putting yourself out there, being a massive conduit for spirit, for God, for your creative juices and forces. You are speaking your truth this month. You are letting it fly this month. You are stepping into new adventures. You're giving yourself over in February to things that are cracking you open. This could be very unexpected in February. People, places, things. You could be meeting people. You could be getting new job opportunities. You could be having experiences in current relationships that are just opening new levels of God to you, of experience of the world to you. This could be picking up a new book and feeling so inspired and kind of taking the thread and like doing a deep dive on something new, or it could just be like a really deep opening for you in ways that you're already very satisfied in life. Either way, ecstasy, love. This is also the 936 here. So that is leaning into completion, leaning into the almost end of a cycle, kind of your penultimate moment here. That's gorgeous. Let's see how it relates to the rest of your month, Scorpio. What else do you guys got going on? I am not surprised. With as much Scorpio as an archetype, you're consistently reinventing yourself, deeply transforming, open to new experiences. If you are blown open this month, Scorpio, in a way that is just electrifying you, I'm so excited for you. Okay, what else is going on? Grief. So, oftentimes when we transition into new versions of ourselves or new areas of life, there's a lot that we're letting go or a lot that we're having to leave behind. So I'm not surprised to see this if you are just, like, I remember I fell deeply in love a few years ago, a little while ago. The relationship didn't work out. But I remember when this person told me they were in love with me, I burst into tears. I was crying for like the next few days and I couldn't quite figure it out. I had so much grief. And it was like I was grieving the part of me that had felt so unloved before, which I couldn't feel until someone was right there in front of me and I was in this gorgeous, beautiful connection saying, I'm so in love with you. And I was like, it was this level of love and acceptance and powerful connection I experienced and had not experienced before. And so it made me aware of this kind of way that I had always felt that I didn't even know. I hope that I didn't know was so sad. Yeah. And so I literally had to grieve. I was just in so much grief for a while. And I hope that makes sense. It's kind of a personal story. But sometimes when you have an experience that just blows you open into such goodness, such connections, such wealth in whatever way, emotional, physical, it can elicit the grief of who you were before, right? And what you might have to leave behind. So let's see what comes up for you, Scorpio. Not general, but this is how the energy of the month here, the moon. So get ready to just be in the mystery, Scorpio. And you might feel exceptionally at home this month in your own energy, transformation, consistently being in the dark, being at home, really digging for answers. The moon, you just might not know what the lay of the land this month. And that could be very true if you are meeting new people or having new experiences that are blowing you open into a whole new level. You might be a little confused or just not knowing what comes next, not knowing how to navigate the new sensation or the new area of life. But it's clarified by the Queen of Swords, which is such a gorgeous combination, because lean into whatever unknown this is, because whatever is happening, it's going to distill clarity and really a love of communication from that place of clarity for you, Scorpio. So this month is all about leaning into the unknown and coming out calmer, cooler, more collected, and gorgeously able to express who you are from that place. No big deal, Scorpio. Love your month so far. Father of Cups. You are leaning into people who can support you this month in that. Father of Cups is the wounded healer. He is someone who has really been through the fucking shit, so he knows how to support you as you go through yours, doesn't bat an eye at a lot of emotion or emotional turmoil, also is adept at learning how to be stable in the opposite end of the spectrum, joy and love and connection, because sometimes if you're so used to dealing with negative emotions, it can be hard sometimes to acclimate to really positive ones, right? So this is either you are stepping into mastery of your emotions this month, Scorpio. This is you doing this for other people, or this is a whole force of people and energy in your life, which is kind of how it read right off the bat, being available for you to stabilize and helps you through and guide you and be a mentor for you, as someone for you to look up to, aspire to as you move through a challenging time, or not even challenging, but whatever's coming for you this month, which is clearly amazing. What's in the foundation for you here? 8 of Cups. So you're building the rest of the month off of a real balancing of the old and the new. 8 of Cups is a time where we're moving on from past relationships or from school. I always think of this as the graduation card. Like if you're moving from high school to college to a new job, right? That is exactly this dynamic where you are blown open with a new opportunity. And it's also sad to leave something behind and you don't know where you're going, but it's forcing you to become the best version of yourself. So all is on track, Scorpio. All of this is tracking very well, this message here for you guys today. So here in the foundation, we have the 8 of Cups, just validating the fact that you are in a transition period here, moving on to the next level. And it's clarified by the Emperor in reverse. So again, it's kind of similar to the Cups here. What the message here is, you want to lean into how you want to navigate the unknown. Because the Emperor in reverse says this could feel, you could have swings here in knowing how to navigate the transition. You could feel really overly controlling, like you want to control every detail, or overly pragmatic, or don't let anyone in to help you. Or conversely, you might feel like you have no energy, lethargic, you don't want to do anything. The Emperor in reverse just says, be very careful of how you tend to yourself and tend to others this month, because there might be a tendency to kind of swing either way on wanting to get a grip on what's happening. And just lean into the unknown. Lean into the unknown and lean into ways that you can smoothly sail through choppy waters. What are you hoping for, wishing for this month, Scorpio? You do not want to feel your feelings. You're like, okay, great. Let's just do this. Let's leave it all behind. That's probably why this grief card came in, to let you know, like, it's okay to feel everything as you're going through this process. It's okay to recognize that you're gonna have conflicting feelings about graduate. Let's take that example. You know, it's okay to really miss your friends and miss the last 4 years and maybe never wanna leave. And at the same time, be so excited and fearful and maybe terrified about the next part of the journey. 9 of Cups in reverse says you feel like it's, Scorpio, this really could be you focusing on feeling like you're not getting what you want, or sad because something hasn't come true yet, or upset, like feeling like maybe you can't express your feelings yet because you haven't quite got what you want. Something that you're wishing for and really hoping for hasn't quite come to fruition, and you're focusing on that this month, which is a good thing if you're tending to yourself, if you're letting yourself feel, if you're acknowledging, hey, I'm having a problem in this area, I really need to be sweet to myself and conscientious to myself. But if you are stuck, like, there's really a couple of just little warning signs here in how to navigate the month by saying, relax, it's okay, you are held, you are supported, even and especially through a very dark time, like the unknown. Let's get a timeline for you, Scorpio. What happened here in the recent past? Ooh, 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, this is like how you feel when you graduate. This is how you feel when you make an accomplishment. This is how you feel when you get a promotion. Accomplished, financially secure, or like full of wealth, whether that's educational wealth, if this is about a graduation, or wealth of information and knowledge from a job. If you got promoted, this is you feeling successful, independent, material and financially secure here in the recent past. So that's a beautiful confirmation that you're coming from a place of hard work. That's something that you've worked hard for and accomplished by working for it and getting to a place where you could jump off into new adventures. And the Chariot in reverse. So something might have felt stuck here as well. Maybe you felt like you got to a place where you really wanted to advance and didn't have the option in your job. Maybe there's something that happened in the recent past where something felt stuck. You felt really ready and independent, but there wasn't room to grow in a company. Also, the Nine of Pentacles is very, very independent. So maybe this is you feeling really good in life in the recent past, like very full of financial acumen, like financial success, but lonely. Maybe there wasn't any movement or alignment happening in your emotional life. So where is that bringing you here in the future? The Son of Swords in reverse. Okay, let's get a clarifier for this before I speak to that. The Son of Swords in reverse is a lot about messages, but also not hearing things. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so Scorpio, as you move into the future, I want you to be exceptionally clear about the messages that you want to give and the messages that you want to receive. About who you are, like who you are speaking into the world, who you are being in the world, because the Son of Swords in reverse coupled with the Four of Pentacles says that you could move into a time when you feel agitated enough or might write an angry email and like mean to hold it and not send it, but accidentally press send and like lose everything. Son of Swords is a character who is like very, very curious, excited to talk about things, always wants to like reinvent themselves, is like, can be a gossip, carries messages forward. So there's something that's not happening here, or it's being done in a negative way, which is kind of the hit I got when it popped up. So Scorpio, that's good information for you to have because you can tend to that before it happens. Be very careful of who you are in the future. Be very careful of the messages that you want to give out, so that you don't lose everything. Or conversely, be very clear that that's what you're doing. For instance, I'll give you an example. I applied for a job a while ago in the past, and they offered me the position, but it was way not enough compensation. And so I told them that in an email where I decided to let them know exactly why, gave them like a breakdown, and I didn't get the position. So I communicated very effectively, but it also lost me the job. But I was very clear that that's what I was doing. So that's very different from feeling like stuck, things aren't going very well. And then I'm going to gossip to my neighbor about this girl I really like, and your neighbor tells the girl and she ditches you or never talks to you again. That kind of a thing, right? Also, I want to point out that you are in this period here where you might not have a sense of what's going on, or you might be facing a lot of your fears this month, Scorpio, and that could be for a really positive reason, but it's forcing you to learn how to communicate from your heart. That's what the Queen of Swords does. So this is a huge focus for you this month. This is communicating how you feel gracefully and sensitively and taking yourself into account. Because Scorpio, you are the master at closing off, at not letting people in, at fending people off when you feel really hurt. This month is really going to challenge you to be open and vulnerable and allow people in. Sorry, let me grab some water before I cough. So lean into that technique. And if you don't, you could find yourself here in a position where there might be some actions, some conversations, some messaging, some communication that doesn't necessarily go the way that you want it to if you're not very conscious. Okay, and again, all of this is changeable. So if you know this before it happens, if you know that this is a potential for this month, just go ahead and commit to that not being the case, watching your words, being very careful of what you do, and you're going to fend it off at the pass. That's why these monthly forecasts are helpful, at least for me. Okay, how are you feeling about it? Father of Pentacles in reverse. Scorpio, you might be feeling exceptionally unstable this month, financially, materially. And that makes sense if for whatever reason you are going through a graduation, picking up and moving from literally like a home or a place in order to move. If you're moving schools, if you're moving jobs, if you are up leveling, it's going to make sense that you would feel really discombobulated physically. But yeah, let's take this flyer for you. Look what you have here. The 17 is the star. And if you've seen any of my readings, you know that the star is my favorite card in the tarot deck. It's about inspiration. It's about seeing the light in the dark. So you're going through this time this month where things just might not be clear yet. You're not going to have all the answers. But Spirit wants you to know through this reading, you are so taken care of. You are so led. There is absolutely inspiration here for you. Lean into faith. Remember that it's all going to work out. And there's a bigger picture happening here that you can't see all of, and that it's all working out perfectly for you in divine timing. Okay, people, places, things in your environment this month that might help or hinder you. The Four of Swords, really beautiful reminders. So you'll have reminders from your community, from things going on around you to rest, to relax. And I love this especially because it says, look, tend to yourself, tend to your own self-care, tend to your own vision. Who do you want to be? Come back to relaxation. Don't get caught up in gossip. Don't get caught up in unnecessary communication. Don't get caught up in like commenting on posts online or scrolling online in a way that doesn't make you feel good. Lean into rest, lean into relaxation. If someone invites you out for a spa day this month, go. If someone offers to cook you dinner, take the invitation. You're going to have opportunities this month to lean into calm and restore and love and connection and sweetness. And I love that for you, Scorpio, with some of these other messages you've got going on. It's going to really help you tend to what matters most to you in a very, very practical way. So the advice here for you, Scorpio, is just to relax and lean into tangible physical ways to like really settle your nervous system, and it's going to be really supportive for you. What are you hoping and fearing for this month? You are so ready to succeed. 6 of Wands here. You're so ready to transform. You're so ready to have a good time. You're so ready to overcome these obstacles. You're so ready to be on the other side of any challenges saying, I did it, I did it. So I love that for you, Scorpio, because as your deepest wish this month, just lean into what that feels like. Lean into what that's going to look like. If you're into meditation, sit and just think and really feel, like let your body feel what it already feels like to win. That's going to carry you through some of this hard time. And it's going to help you mitigate any big changes. That's the Tower in reverse. You're really, really hoping that everything doesn't come crashing down around you. And you got it, Scorpio. You got it this month. Just lean into ways of self-care and you're going to be just fine. What does Scorpio need to know about the culmination of the month? Ace of Cups. So I just love this so much for you, Scorpio. You're starting new gifts of love, absolutely new relationship if you're looking for one. You're going to feel renewed. You're going to feel refreshed. This is you completing this month with aplomb, with excitement, with finesse. This is you feeling kissed by God. Your cup is going to be full and running over, able to inspire and lift other people up. If you're looking for a new relationship, that's absolutely available for you. And I'm just going to leave it there because that's such a powerful message that just sort of speaks for itself. Ending this month just overflowing with love. Scorpio, thank you so much for being here. Let me know how your month goes, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.